Well, today, are you gonna do this the whole time? They're not gonna be able to hear me if you're talking to. Yes.
Someone who laughs like you.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, this is Fig, and today I'm going to be letting you guys know how our two most recent rescues, the two fur farm foxes that I took in back in July, are doing. Now that they've had time to acclimate, they're doing so much better, and a lot has changed along the way. Their little personalities have blossomed. They've gotten used to people. They are running around playing, acting like real foxes now, and overall they're just doing amazing. So I'm very excited to show you their progress. So to start off, I wanted to show you how they both reacted to seeing toys for the first time. Being on a fur farm, they were kept in a wire cage for their entire life. I'm not really sure if they were given any type of enrichment, but I introduced them to toys and it was kind of really cute how they reacted. I see you. So this baby refuses to come out of the bathroom and he only wants to hide. But I just put some toys in here to see if he'd be interested. What you got there? This is probably the first time that he's ever seen a toy. What is this? Huh? So I'm gonna take our big boy out some toys because I don't think that he's ever had toys before, and we're gonna see if he's interested. What is it? Go get it. What do you think? Is that cool? Okay. All right, so that one's pretty cool, but what do you think about this one? Yeah, it's got a great texture. Would you like an acorn? For the first few days, Lore would not come out of the bathroom. Now, the bathroom was his safe place. I put him in there to kind of quarantine him away from the other animals, to just kind of adjust to being in a new situation. He eventually got brave enough to come out of the bathroom, but he would only go into the adjacent room, which is what I call Fig's room. And it's really just my office, but he spent a lot of time in there learning that that was somewhere that he could be safe. This is where I would feed him, where he would play with all of his toys, all that good stuff. The only time he did feel comfortable venturing out of that room is whenever Fig was around. Listen to this hyena. What are you doing? So we just got up, it's pretty early, and look at this! Look at this guy. Fig convinced him to come out of the room, and look at him go! Him and Fig are best friends forever. They are obsessed with each other, which is wonderful. The only reason Lore is not in here with Fig right now is because Lore likes to pee on my bed, so he's not really allowed in here unless I know that his bladder's empty and he's gonna be able to be supervised. I had a lot of questions on my Instagram about why Lore is inside and Finch is not inside. So with Finch, I'm gonna insert a little clip here to give you kind of an example. Finch doesn't like to be touched. In order for me to bring him inside, I would have to either pick him up or get him into a crate and carry the crate inside. Once he's inside, I'd have to get him back into the crate to carry him outside again because he would have to be crated at night, and that's not really fair to him when he has a perfectly good enclosure. Doing all of this is going to stress him out, and I really don't want to scare him and break the trust that I'm trying to build with him, so it's just more beneficial for him to stay outside right now. As you probably noticed in that video, Finch's coat has changed quite a bit. When he first arrived, he still had some of his winter coat. Through the last couple months, it's been really hot here for him, considering that he came all the way from Wisconsin. So he finished shedding his winter coat, and now what you see is his summer coat, which is turning into his Florida winter coat. Lore's coat has changed a lot too. Lore's coat is now a lot more silver, and he has these beautiful little dark markings on his legs and around his face. Lore is also not big on being touched, but we're working on that through positive reinforcement. Every day I will sit in my little chair and ask him to come over and wait for him to allow me to pet him. I know that this looks a little crazy because I'm going right for his face. He prefers that I start at his muzzle. If I try to pet him anywhere else, he will either nip or run away. So what I do is I start at his muzzle and then work my way over to his cheek, to the top of his head, or to his chest. And then if he allows me to pet him for 4 or 5 seconds, he gets a reward for that. And by doing this, he's slowly getting more comfortable with being touched. The dynamics in the house have also changed a lot. Not everyone gets along with everyone else. Fig gets along with Lore and Finch. Juniper gets along with Finch. And Elmwood does not get along with either of the 2 new foxes. In fact, he's quite aggressive with them, so it's likely that he will probably have to stay separated from them. This is something that I worried about when I took in these 2 new foxes. Foxes are not naturally pack animals, so when you get to have more than 2 or 3 of them, the social dynamics tend to change. They're not going to get along with everybody, just like we as people don't get along with everybody. And that's totally fine. It's not going to inhibit them in any way for everyone to stay separated. Foxes prefer to be solitary for the most part. The only reason that Juniper, Fig, and Elmwood all get along is because they see themselves as a family unit. I'll be happy to show you guys how that changes in the future because the way that they interact with each other is always changing based on seasons, hormones, and the age of all the animals. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Let me know what you'd like to see in upcoming videos, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!